Okay, be honest with me. How many empty notebooks do you currently own? You know the cycle I'm talking about. You walk into a stationery store, you smell that fresh paper, or maybe you hit buy now on a shiny new productivity app. In that exact moment, you feel amazing, right? See, you aren't just buying a notebook, you're buying a fantasy. You're visualizing a future. You someone who wakes up at 5 a.m., someone who is disciplined, organized, and totally has their life together. Your brain is practically swimming in dopamine just thinking about it. But then, fast forward 3 days. That notebook? It's sitting on the corner of your desk, gathering dust. Maybe you wrote 3 perfect lines on the first page, but the rest is blank. That expensive gym membership? It's buried somewhere in your wallet. And then the guilt kicks in. We look at that pile of unfinished projects and we label ourselves. We say, I'm lazy, I have no discipline, or I'm just a quitter. But hey, listen to me. You are not lazy. Seriously. The problem isn't your character. The problem is that your brain is a brilliant scam artist. It is biologically wired to love the start, but it absolutely hates the sustain. So today, let's debug this glitch. Let's figure out why we love lighting matches, but struggle to keep the fire burning. So let's get nerdy for a second. Why does the beginning feel so good? It's because of a little molecule we all know called dopamine. But here's the thing. Dopamine is not a reward molecule. It is a prediction molecule. When you start a new project, your brain isn't celebrating what you did. It is celebrating what it thinks you are going to do. It looks at that blank notebook and predicts, oh man, we are going to be so productive. That gap between where you are now and that perfect future, that is where the dopamine rush comes from. We call this the novelty spike. But then you actually start doing the work. You write the first page. It's hard. Your hand cramps. The sentences aren't perfect. Suddenly, the reality doesn't match the fantasy. This is what neuroscientists call reward prediction error. Your brain goes, wait a minute, this is actually difficult. I thought this was going to be fun. And just like that, the dopamine crashes. That crash? That is the exact moment you feel the urge to quit. It's not because you are weak. It's just your biology correcting its own prediction error. Now, let's visualize where most dreams go to die. We call this the valley of disappointment. Here is the problem. We assume progress is linear. We think, if I study for 1 hour, I should get 1 hour smarter. If I run for 1 week, I should see abs. We expect a straight line going up. But reality? Reality is a curve. In the beginning, your efforts are here, but your results are, well, invisible. You are working hard, but nothing is happening. This is the danger zone. The gap between what you expect and what you actually see is filled with disappointment. James Clear calls this the plateau of latent potential. Think of an ice cube sitting in a cold room. You heat it up from 25 degrees to 26. Nothing happens. 27. Still nothing. 28. 29. 30. To the outside world, you are wasting your time. But you aren't. You are storing energy. And then 31. 32. Boom. It melts. The work wasn't wasted. It was just stored. So if you feel stuck right now, you aren't failing. You are just at 30 degrees. So, how do we cross this valley without giving up? We need to have a serious talk about boredom. We usually treat boredom like a disease. We think, I'm bored, so this must be the wrong path for me. But here's the truth. Boredom is not a warning sign. It is a filter. It filters out the amateurs who want the excitement from the professionals who respect the process. So, here is your new strategy. Standardize before you optimize. James Clear says, you cannot improve a habit that does not exist. Don't try to write the perfect novel. Just write one terrible sentence every day. Don't try to run a marathon. Just put on your running shoes and step outside for 2 minutes. Make the standards so low that you cannot say no. Once the habit is established, then and only then do you have the permission to optimize it. You need a lump of clay before you can make a masterpiece. So stop worrying about the shape and just get the clay on the table. One last thing. What happens when you fall off the wagon? Because you will. Life happens. You will get sick. You will get busy. You will miss a day. When this happens, the perfectionist in you will want to quit. You will think, well, I broke the streak. It's over. I'll start again next month. Don't do that. That is a trap. Adopt the never miss twice's rule. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. If you miss a workout, don't worry. Just don't miss the next one. Get back on the horse immediately. You aren't trying to be perfect. You're trying to be consistent. So, let's wrap this up. You don't need more motivation. Motivation is just a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. What you need is evidence. Every time you show up, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. The goal isn't to run a marathon. The goal is to become a runner. The goal isn't to write a book. The goal is to become a writer. Stop waiting for the spark to save you. Be the person who tends to the fire, even when it's just a pile of smoking logs. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. Do it for 5 minutes today. Just 5 minutes. And welcome to the team.